Yes, we welcome Dr. Rahul Pratap Singh Kaurav. He is experienced in a higher education with various domains like marketing, tourism, and a proficient in SPSS as well. And he's at the part of various journals in an editorial board where he wrote so many books, 6 books at least, various national and international, as well as Scopus. Nowadays, he's also working on a research and having his own YouTube channel at present. So you all can subscribe and can learn from his YouTube videos about research and its perspectives. And sir,
yes, ma'am.
let's start. I welcome you with my co-host, Pal sir and Shoaib sir. Sir, Pal sir?
Good
Yes,
morning,
Pal
sir.
sir
Good
is
morning.
here and Shoaib sir here. Pal sir? Okay.
So at this moment, it is our of prime importance that working from home, it is not only the faculty members, but the students also. They're also facing this industry. So this is the high time to do some research, which can be completed from staying at home. So we are eagerly waiting to learn from you, like how it is possible staying in home with the help of the limited resources that are available online, and also by maybe from the peer support, how it is possible. And you can please if you can please actually guide us on this line, and what are the other possibilities that are unknown to us at this moment. So sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir. I must be thankful for the opportunity to Ruchika ma'am. And I know previously Kunal sir. We are good friends. We are connected through WhatsApp and many groups. Thank you, sir. I am thankful for every other organizing team members. I'm thankful to my students also, those who are available on time. I was saying Professor Subir Malakkar was very eager. He's very eager to learn. He was the first person to join this room. Like when I started the meeting, he was the first person to join the meeting. He was, in fact, waiting before I have started. So let me tell you a very small story. Before starting my journey of research, when I was entering into PhD, my guide and supervisor of Ruchika ma'am, both were working at IITTM, and we met there. I participated in one of the convention organized by IITTM, and I remember I have presented a paper, and Ruchika ma'am has also presented a paper, and we were surprised to listen the kind of praisings, the kind of words which foreign nationals or those who are from India were using for the Ruchika ma'am. So since the beginning of my research career, I started to follow Ruchika ma'am. She has published lots of papers. This is my journey, how I have started. So honestly saying, we have 2 ways to use this session. I have prepared my slides, which could be very useful for students, not for my peer colleagues. They might be knowing these things before. And we can have a starting, like if you want me to conduct, we can have a starting with the question and answer session, so that let me understand what are their problems, what they are facing, how they are looking at, what are their perspectives in research. So it is up to you how we should start. Any one of you, if can, if any one of you can help me, how I should start? Should I start first with the presentation, or should I start first with the question, so that I can understand what are the challenges you are facing?
Maybe the simple questions may help the students to understand what exactly to be asked, like what they are supposed to ask.
Right.
Okay.
So if any students or in fact their faculty member can help me in understanding their challenges.
Yes, students.
Students, particularly students of 8th semester, if any, final semester, who are doing some research project and already submitted a few of them, if they are present, they can always come out with questions. Yes, students, you can unmute your microphone and you can ask questions.
Anyone?
I think they might be hesitating in us sharing their question. So let me
So
start
let's
first.
start
Yes,
with
sir.
the yes, exactly.
Let us understand what is research in terms of. I'll not be looking at the exact definitions. What is the research and how you should conduct it. I'll come up with the practical limitations, with the practical challenges. So when I started teaching, my students have asked me the first question, like, sir, why should I research? When I started giving them some assignments, some projects based on research, their first question was like, sir, why should we research? We have any idea? We are the students of tourism and hospitality. Uh, till now, till today, the researches have been very prominent component for the students of management, those who are doing BBA, those who are doing MBA. But for the tourism students, they have never asked for a research project. So I've come up with these solutions to understand them, to make them understand. The research is required to learn something. And how they can learn, like expressing themselves is a very important way. And how they can express in this way, like in this term, how this is important, expressing. You might have heard a very important quote, what you see is what you get. Or another very popular one is when the garbage ins, the garbage outs. These both are very synonymically used. Those who are good students, the teachers call them what you see is what you get. And those who are not good student, the teachers ask them the garbage in, the garbage out. So I connect them these two with the expression, with the expression of what you see is what you get. For doing research, you need to study a lot. You need to read a lot. When you read good, how the garbage in and garbage out connects. When you read good, probably the output of your learning will be good. You will write good. So what I did understand since the last years of research, we need to understand for a student, expression is very important. Uh, we have seen many interviews of the students, and this is very surprising to see those students who are very good students and they are very good rank holders. In fact, then they are not able to express themselves in during the interviews. When they face interviews, probably they might be lacking. I'm not saying they might be lacking with the knowledge, but they might be lacking to understand how to express their knowledge in terms of interview, in terms of any other idea. So research helps you in understanding various concepts, various parameters. You might be able to see those who are in research or those who are writing good reports, they are very expressive. So for being expressive, for getting expression skills, you need to understand how to do research, what to do in research. You can show your creativity also. One of my students who was doing a research for which food are liked more. One of my students have researched which food are liked more. And I asked them, what is innovative here? Which food is liked more? What is cooked at my home is important, is liked by me. If I'm a South Indian, I may like idli, sambar, dosa or something. If I'm North Indian, I like rice, chapati and something. If I'm from north side, upper side of the India, I probably will like non-veg or some other type of food. So what is here? So no, sir. He said, no, sir. My question is, what is the food liked by students who are staying, by students who are staying in hostels and they are roaming here and there for their breakfast because uh, they are like their hostel mess is arranged for a lunch, for a dinner, and those are very costly affairs. So they cannot go out every day for lunch and dinner, but most of the students he found roaming for breakfast. This is the way how he has created, how he has shown his creativity, which food is like more, but in terms of breakfast, not in terms of actual foods. Research will also help you in improving your writing skills. Yes, anybody is having a question?
No, sir. Please continue.
So organizing by self, how this organizing self helps. Those who are already doing in 8th semester, they might be able to understand how organizing self is important in terms of research. You might be collecting some documents. You might be collecting some sources from internet. How those sources need to be managed. Generally, if you are a first year student, you search something on internet and you find this may be important for your studies. You find something this may be used for one particular subject. But when you find when your exams are closer, you find those materials are missing. So with the help of researching skills, you'll find how to manage your documents, how to manage the sources of internet. I'll tell you one of the tool which is very important tool for how to manage the sources at internet. And obviously, to build your image is very important. And this image, how this image is needed, like you need to understand this, how image is needed. Your image is important in terms of students for the teacher. When you go for an internship, and in fact, after passing out your studies, when you pass out your college, and if you're planning to go foreign, you will come to your teacher to ask a recommendation letter, right? So if you want to speak something, only then unmute yourself. Otherwise, do not unmute yourself. It will be very distracting for other participants. So for teachers, it is very easy. Those who are good in research, those who are writing good papers, those who are writing good exam copies, those who are writing like whatever you are writing in the expressive way, their recommendation letter will be more positive than others. If you are if you are trying for admissions in foreign universities, if you are trying for admission in even good institutes in India, so these are the ways why one student who belongs to the tourism and hospitality, generally it is a phenomena. Generally people says like research is meant for business students. Research is meant for business students. This is a very misconception, I believe. Only business students, the research is meant for business students. Do you think, do you believe only business students makes a decision? Being maybe a general manager of a hotel, maybe a general manager of a fast food chain, maybe a general manager, not as a general manager, even as an employee, do you never need to make a decision? So these are the different aspects which a tourism and hospitality student need to understand what research can do for your career. If you want to pursue a research career, if you want to pursue something which is very interesting, if you want to pursue something which is very lucrative for you, I believe research is going to help you a lot. And the next question, my next slide is about like everyone will help everyone, not only to the students. Like we need to understand what research can develop in you. We also need to understand what research can develop in you, how you can use your research in different perspectives, how you can use your research in different identifications. So one, maybe a lot of teacher will second my opinion, like writing is a mother of learning. Writing is a mother of learning. You'll be able to understand when you write something. You understand even an essay. Let me give you an example here. When you were passing class 10th, an essay was memorized by every student, which is on wonder of science. I don't know, this was a very prominent essay, very important essay when you are passing your 10th examination to MP board. I'm not aware about the CBSE pattern, but wonder of science, what wonder of science has done for me. Wonder of science actually helped me in understanding what is science. Wonder of science also helped me learning what is advantages of science, what is cons if I'm not using science. Wonder of Science helped me multifold because I was writing this essay, and everyone, my teacher, my parents, my friends, my colleagues, my not colleagues actually, my brothers and sisters, they have told me, if you are not able to memorize this essay, if you do not know how to write an essay on Wonder of Science, you are going to fail. Writing, I believe personally, writing is a mother of learning. If you write something, you learn something. In fact, when you read something, let me share this statistics. Gartner is a very popular magazine which says if you read something, you're going to forget in 3 days. But if you have written an essay or something, a conceptual on any subject, this will be lasting with you at least 47 days. At least 47 days. That is why nowadays your parents do not have much control on you. But when you are in school, your parents were asking you, why not you write something? Even you have memorized, even you learn, even you know. Practice by writing. That is why they asked you to do everything by writing. This is how, this is a fact which I found in a very good, very popular magazine, which is Gartner. If you are doing it by writing, you are going to memorize it. You are not going to forget it very soon. Also, just because of writing is active, writing is engaged and involved learning. This is not something which is like you have seen a video, you have seen an audio, you have seen a movie, you have and you are trying to learning something because you are not doing anything. Many of you might be seeing the videos of Sadhguru, might be the videos of B.K. Shivani, might be the for distressing you. But when you write something, how to remove stress, you learn how. Try one example doing at home. Write an essay. What could be the sources of stress and how to remove stress? Removing strategies of stress. I find this is going to help you more in terms of listening videos of Sadhguru or videos of B.K. Shivani or videos of there is one very popular guy, this Maheshwari, Sandeep Maheshwari is there. So stress removing stress strategy, write an essay on that and you will find this is an involved learning. This is an engaging learning. This is an active learning. When you listen a video, when you observe a video, when you listen audio, this is not an active. This is not an engaged. And I'm very sure about this process of learning is to monitor, evaluate, and change your learning and thinking, how you think about world, how your motivation work, what are your emotions on one particular subject, and how you behave in presence of one emotion or in presence of any other external stimuli. Writing is a lifelong process. I'm not talking about research writing. I'm talking about simple writing, general writing. The writing is a lifelong process that can be nurtured and refined over time. You are not going to learn writing in one way. That you'll find on one day, I learned everything in writing is not possible. Honestly, is not possible. Writing in one day is not possible. So you have to learn a lot since your childhood. First, you have been asked to write an essay on the cow, which was of 10 sentences. Then you have been asked to write an essay on my school, which is of about 20 sentences. Then you have been asked to write an essay on Mahatma Gandhi or Chacha Nehru or some other ways. And this is how they developed your writing. Whatever you are able to write in today's scenario, your school has developed the writing skills. And research is another way of learning. Research writing is another way of learning. Trust me, my dear friends, you have born in a very good country where essays are not very important. You might have heard the name of Chegg. You might have heard the name of Chegg. Chegg is a platform. Chegg is a platform where you find many of the foreign nationals are asking for their essays. Like, can you help me in writing an essays? And they are offering for writing an essay for about $5 or $10 or a good amount or up to $50. So if you're good in writing skills during your studies also, you can earn good. You have born into a very good phenomena, into a very good country. In fact, uh, we have not developed writing in that way. We have developed writing from the school. We have developed writing. Otherwise, if you are in a foreign university, if you are any of your friends are in foreign university, you can ask them. They have to submit an essay for each subject. They have to submit an essay for each subject. If they are in first semester, then it is a 4 pages long, not actually pages. They count it in 1,000 words. And if you are in a final semester and writing a research dissertation, then you need to write about 20,000 words. Sorry. And there most of the evaluation is done on these. Writing for examinations, passing the examination only contributes about 40%. This is very surprising fact when I came to know. One of my friend has got admission in one of the university, which is the University of Liverpool. She said 40% is only the contribution of passing the examination. Remaining 60% is developed through writing skills. One of my friend's son, who is in Narsigunji campus, Dubai, he has passed his first semester examination, but failed into the first semester essays. He has got about more than 80% marks into the first semester examination, and after 2 semesters, he has passed the essay writing examination of the first semester and got E grade. You understand the contribution of essay writing, the contribution of writing. So your faculty members who are going to ask you to write a dissertation, to write an essay, they are actually helping you to develop your future. And believe me, writing and reading go together. You cannot say writing without reading is not possible. Reading is just like an input. So for a good computer system, you need good inputs, or the inputs will be equals to the output. If you are reading well, let me connect these arrow. If you are reading well, is input. If you are writing well, is output. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake. Even if I'm doing any other spelling mistakes, please forgive me for that, because I'm not doing it. It is a typing mistake. So your reading is actually your input of your computer, of your processing. If you're reading good, your output will be good. I assure you on this. Please believe me. If you're reading good magazines, reading good articles, reading good internet sources will help you in writing a good dissertation, in writing a good essay. So if you are reading good sources, for sure you are getting good output in terms of your dissertation, in terms of your research skills. So I think now my friends, those who are student friends will not be hesitating more. So if you have any question related to the writing aspect, you are free to ask. You can unmute yourself. I did not restrict that you cannot unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and you can put your questions.
Sir, I've got a question, like how to select the appropriate article. Now,
Okay.
actually, it is just a few days back, one more webinar I have just attended, and it was stated that nowadays more people are writing, and this reading habit is going down.
Right.
So this is one
why,
thing.
that is why I said reading is an input and writing is an output.
Right, sir. Now,
Yes.
how to select the related article, like from the total huge amount of resources available? Like how you are going to advise the students or us also, like how to go for very selective in this type of choices of
I think
different articles.
every university and every institute does have good platforms. They offers very good platforms. There is one very popular platform in Indian Institute, which is known as ProQuest. I believe most of the institutes does have access of ProQuest. ProQuest offers very good research articles, very good journals. In fact, apart from research articles, ProQuest offers you magazine articles, case studies, the stories, business scenario. The ProQuest is very prominent in identifying. It is least costliest, and most of the institutions does have access to ProQuest. And if you're not able to get ProQuest, there is a website, essays.se, because this website is from Sweden. That is why their extension is SE, essays.se. Just check spelling essays or essay. I'm not sure about, not able to recall this. And for getting good sources of articles, there are many free platforms. If being an educator, being a teacher, if you registered on a platform of this Harvard, you'll get 3 articles free. 3 articles free for every month. 3 articles are good number which are offered by Harvard Business Review.
That's great.
Yeah, and there is another offer, Science Direct. It is not free platform, but I believe 10% of the documents at Science Direct, in fact, 10% of the documents at Science Direct are open access, are free. So you can look at those websites also. You need to explore as per your interest which articles are free, because they are not offering every article which is free. And you can also look for open access journals. Open access journals. What you can do for that, how to identify the open access journals. For academicians, for teachers, this source will help. You can go on the website of Scopus. They are offering the list of journals which is in free. And if you look at the list of journals toward the right hand side, towards the last column, they are having an option, open access. If you see that this journal is open access, you can access that journal as per your convenient, as per your interest. But you need to look at the journal should be listed from Scopus. Journal should be listed from Web of Science. I believe every publisher is offering a good amount of journal for perspective of students. In perspective of students, every publisher is offering a good amount of journals which are a good amount of their articles which are open access to attract the readership. They are not offering every document. Okay, but it's okay for me. I may not be able to get every document, but I'm able to get at least few documents which are good sources for me. There are some other sources like you can look for free articles. Just search for free articles and write in inverted quote tourism and hospitality, or maybe you can write destination, maybe you can write culinary, cuisine, whatever you want. Just write that phrase into the double quote. You'll be able to search some good articles from Google Scholar also. That's very prominent nowadays. If you search something, just for example, if I search something, an article on internal marketing, even on, not on Google Scholar, even on simply Google, internal marketing, I need to write after the internal marketing, file type PDF, or I can also type file type PPT, and I'll get my desired documents. Most of the PDFs which are from good sources, which are published by good publishers, are of good collection, are of very helpful for us. So these could be the strategies for searching your articles. These could be the strategies which help you. Right? Any other student is having a question?
Okay, students, please, particularly the students of the final semester, 8th semester, both the
Viraj,
BHM and
you
BDTM.
raised your hand.
Yeah, you can raise your hand. Like I can unmute you. Otherwise, I
Ravi,
did not lock the option of unmuting. You can unmute yourself and can ask, can put your question. Okay. So why should I research? The question which is again very prominent. Why should I research in hospitality and tourism? There are three perspectives which generally confuses. Uh, Tourism and hospitality is multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary, and many of the times you'll find the hospitality and the tourism is industry of industries. These are the three terms which I need to understand. Do you think other disciplines are going to help me? A person for economics, a professor from the department of economics is going to help how to improve the hospitality services? So I think I need to I need to define what is multidisciplinary and what is interdisciplinary. Then you will be able to understand how to do research in hospitality and tourism. Say, for example, okay, can you help me in understanding what are the sectors which falls under the category of, because tourism is never called as industry. Tourism is always called as sector. Yes, Geetanjali Sharma has raised hand. Geetanjali, do you have a question?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So, what do you think? What plans will be initiated after the lockdown is over, and what more plans will be further invested to help tourism and hospitality grow?
Okay, that's a good question. What plan will be able to help you? Many of the times, many of the journal articles and many of the internet sources are saying that tourism and hospitality is hardly hit. Yes, do you agree with me?
yes.
Yes. Uh, what I find, what I believe, the day when the lockdown is completely open, can we stop ourselves by going restaurants?
Sorry, can you please pardon?
Can we stop ourselves by going restaurants?
No.
No. Day before yesterday, even my wife is making everything at home. What my kids ask, like if they ask for samosa, my wife will make it. My wife makes it at home. If they ask for pani puri, my wife makes it at home. But still, the kids are saying, "Mom, बाजार के खाने का तो अलग ही टेस्ट है वो आप घर पे बन ही नहीं सकते." Do you think just in the day when the lockdown is open,
Okay, I agree that restaurants will recover faster. But what about the tourism? It won't be allowed for over a year.
maybe like I should be agree with you. Maybe the international tourism is hit hardly. That's true. But domestic tourism, I'm not going to believe it because, and this is the key. We did not to promote the international tourism, but we need to promote the domestic tourism. We can promote our heritage. We can promote our properties. Properties which are international, even international properties which are nowadays in present in Indian territory, right? you can also promote, apart from the heritage, you can promote the luxuries luxuries in India. You can promote different other aspects. One of the very popular Facebook page, if you want to look at that, one of the very popular Facebook pages getting popularity during the lockdown, missing temples. And that is why the other spiritual speakers are also getting popularity nowadays. You may talk about Devdutt Patnaik, you may talk about other sources. All of them are getting very popular nowadays because of their interdisciplinary approach. Devdutt Patnaik is not saying that, or any other spiritual speaker is not saying that you need to come at this place. But what they are saying about that Kurukshetra is famous for this. This is something which has been done in Kurukshetra. This is something which has been done in the south, which is something which has been done into the Battle of Plassey. So this is because we are connecting ourselves. Interdisciplinary is what? We are connecting ourselves with the heritage. Multidisciplinary is what? We are connecting ourselves with the international properties. Luxuries, which has never been focus of like Indian tourists, they are focusing on luxuries. If apart from the tourism and hospitality, if someone has visited a place, do you know what is more popular nowadays? I was just looking at a magazine. This magazine is Indian-based magazine. I'm just missing the name. This magazine is published from Gwalior. One of my friend, Single, is publishing this magazine. I was looking at the article. What is getting more popularity nowadays? The tourists who are coming from international places, the tourists who are coming from the foreign lands, even the tourists who are coming from the south, they are more interested in cooking workshop. They are more interested in photography workshop, in dancing workshop. They are getting into how to, last year, 2017, I have visited Thailand. Sorry, it is not last year I was in Indonesia. Indonesia, I asked the hotel, what are the more popular interests here? So he said, sir, you can attend cookies making workshop, or you can attend wine tasting. So these are the workshops. These could be the peripheries. These could be the ideas which will help recovering out of this patch. So this COVID-19, I personally believe this COVID-19 is just a bad patch. COVID-19 is just a bad patch, not more than that. So when you are driving, just for example, when you are driving from Chandigarh to Manali and you find a bad patch, what do you does? Do you change your route? You change your road, or you just
We
start
continue slow. We go a little slow, but we continue moving.
Hello?
Sir, we
Ah.
tackle with the potholes, drive slow, drive carefully to pass
Okay.
that patch.
To pass that patch. That's true. But we do not change our route. You have already traveled for about 100 kilometers and your destination is only 50 kilometers far. And you cannot plan like from moving from Manali to you start moving to Shimla and then you will move to Manali. It is not possible. So if you are into the career of hospitality and tourism, you need not to worry. You drive slow. That's okay. You may not get good opportunities. I'll agree with this. You will not get the opportunities of placement like 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. But this cannot be denied that you'll not get even a single opportunity. So you'll get good opportunities. We have to wait for some time. And this is not, tourism is not only the industry which is hardly hit. If I honestly talk about the statistics, the banking, the share market, which is more hardly hit than tourism. Look at the condition of share market. Look at the different perspectives. Initially, the share market, the day when we found there is something, the share market was here. Nowadays, share market is here. Yes, it has started recovering, but this will not go up to this place. Maybe. And tourism is along with the share market. Mr. Karthik Kapoor, please mute yourself. Right. So, if one says that tourism and hospitality is a hardly hitted industry, I believe no. I was attending one of the webinar day after tomorrow. Day before tomorrow, yesterday. They are saying that yes, tourism and hospitality is hardly hitted, but we were here. And if I compare this line with this trend line of banking, so say for example, we were along with the banking, we have dropped down lower than banking, and we'll overcome after the before the banking sector. This type of graph they have drawn there, right? Because banking sector or share market sector or financial institution sector, which is hardly hit more than tourism and hospitality, right? So this could be the way. Like one student was asking about how to come up with the strategies. Maybe you will find. I'm not sure with this whether how much India will be able to cope up, but maybe you'll find the robots in hotels or in hospitality sector. Maybe you will find the automated service. Maybe you'll find the pickup for home. For like this could be a boom for Zomato or Swiggy or Uber Eats or Ola Eats. So these could be the trends which may change the face of hospitality industry. But believe me, this is just a bad patch, not more than that. Yes? Do you agree with this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
So you might be interested in just before looking at the research career, you might be interested in adventure. You might be interested in. You may be more interested in adventure. Maybe 5-star for adventure. Maybe 3-star for enthusiasm. Maybe 4-star for discovery. This research will offer you. The research offers you these 3 types of skills. You need to understand the data. Playing with the data is quite adventurous. I believe me, playing with the data is quite adventurous. When you start playing with the data, you'll find this is something which is like you're going to love it. Because playing with the data does not need you need not to be very specific, very capable into the data sciences, into the formula. This is not much about mathematics. This is not much about algorithm. So most of the times when I ask to my students why you are worried about research, what is horrifying you? So they said, sir, this is data. We need to remember. We need to memorize lots of formula and lots of other things also. But believe me, there are very good softwares. Those softwares will help you. Chatak Kapoor, do you have a question?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. So my question is like, since it's a COVID period, so it will be a loss for the all these travel agencies and the hospitality industries, because the people will think several times to travel.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
So my question was that there is a COVID period, as we all know. So it will be a loss for the loss in the revenue system for the travel industry and the hospitality industry, because people will travel less, and it will be a less they will earn less profit, these industries.
Okay. I should be agree with you. I'm not
Yes, sir.
saying that people will travel more. Even I'm not
Yes.
saying that people will eat more.
Yes,
Even
sir.
I'm not saying that there will be no loss to the revenues. But
Okay,
what
sir.
I'm trying to convey is,
Yes.
yes, there will be a loss, but this loss is not for a longer period.
Okay, sir.
We need to understand this this loss is not for the longer period. Say for example, you have started a business of just a food van. Do you
Yes, sir.
think first day you are able to earn the profit which you are planning?
Hmm.
It is just like that way. So for about
Okay.
5-6 months, you have to wait. For about after 5-6 months, you will be able to get the profits which you were expecting. 5-6 months. COVID will also take that duration. So we should not believe.
Yes,
We
sir.
should not start thinking like this is like hospitality industry is going to vanish. No,
Yes, sir.
not possible.
Okay, sir.
Not all possible,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are start playing with the if you have start playing with the data, this becomes very adventurous. Looking and surfing different types of softwares which can help you in understanding, which can help you in looking how to solve how to play with your data is very enthusiasm. And solving your problem is discovery. Solving a problem is for sure is a discovery. So say for example, let me take an example from the question of Chatak. Chatak is saying like, say just for example, one food van was earning 5,000 bucks in a day. From where his customer, what is the sources of his customer? So he has started everyone like from where you are coming, what is your economic background, what is your residential area. So say for example, I can take the examples from Delhi. So say for example, Chatak has identified that there are 3 areas from where my major customers have come. Just for example, Karol Bagh is there, Jamia City could be another place, and the third place could be from Rohini. So when you find these are the 3 places from where my major customers are coming, he may shift his travel van just for a food van from any one of these. Isn't it a good idea to shift your van from a prominent place where a lots of traffic is coming? But nowadays, because of the COVID-19, yes, the lots of earlier he was taking his food van for a place where 10,000 customers was visiting every day. Maybe the Karol Bagh or the Rohini place is not having that much of the customer, but this place is vanished. Nobody is visiting this 10,000 place, 10,000 customers place. Why not? He can shift a travel van, a food van to the areas from Rohini for Rohini, or maybe for Karol Bagh, or maybe for any other place. So this is how you need to understand what is your data. This research will help you. This is how you need to understand what is your data, which software can help you in understanding your data. This is very enthusiastic. Please do not play with this. So what softwares can help you in solving your problem, and then looking at your problem back this way. This could be the approach which can help you. And this is a research which is not done into the academic institute. This is not a research which your faculty has asked you. This is a research which you are going to perform in solving. You are going to perform for solving your problems in routine. Problems in routine. Right? So this is how research can help you. This is how research can make clear. Like I have the next slide is on about where this can help you, where research can help you. Before looking at this, I'll just talk about, yes, these are the different parts of your life. These are the different phases of your career. Being a student, research can help you in writing your dissertation. Research can help you in developing your skills, which are going to help you lifelong. But when you are in job, research will be you will be able to understand, you will be able to look at with the help of research. If you are at managerial positions, you need to make your decisions. How research and data is helping to making your decisions, and even if it is making your life easier. If you want to make a decision on your money management, if you want to make a decision on your partner management, maybe your friend or girlfriend or boyfriend or kids or anyone, how to manage them, and other dimensions of the life. The research is going to help you everywhere in the life. It is not one way, like it is not only dissertation where the research is going to help you. Research develops a lots of skills, lots of data skills, lots of people management skills, and those skills will help you lifelong. And that lifelong could be this way. You may talk about money management, you may talk about any decision. So say for example, I want to purchase a refrigerator. I want to purchase a refrigerator, and I want to compare different elements, like I can purchase a refrigerator from LG, from Samsung, from Panasonic. So comparing those is also a part of research. We are doing research in everyday's routine. The research is not something which is done into only one way or two way, or generally students consider research as a way. Research is only used for dissertation, and there is no other use of research. Believe me, this is not sine cos theta of class 10th, which are not never going to help you. This is a science which are going to help you in every step of your life. So I have missed the previous slides, I think. So for being a good researcher, you need to have these skills. Reading and writing are equally required, about 35% reading and 35% writing. Then 15% analytical skills, and then 15% again expressing, writing skills, again expressing creatively writing, and these all other skills will help you. So you need to develop these 4 skills, you need to develop these 4 dimensions so that research can help you. If you want to develop how to develop your thinking for research, this is very interesting slide. Many of you might be watching the crime thrillers or crime investigations from the channel of Investigation Discovery. You might be here. We might be able to recall any episode of divorce or any episode of killing or something. You can even think about CID. Those who have not looked at the Investigation Discovery, they may think about CID, how they looks at the problem, how they thinks at the problem. There might be some clues. So they are. Yes, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है दया, दाल में कुछ काला है दया. तो ये जो pattern है, this pattern helps you in understanding the research. There is something which is missing. There is something which is required. And if you want to see a very masterpiece of the movies which is going to help you in developing your research skill, is Aankhon Dekhi. I don't know how many of you have seen this movie, but this person has played very intriguing role in that movie. This person is a travel agent. In the beginning of the movie, when you see this movie, you'll be able to understand why I am saying this movie is going to help you. This person is a travel agent and selling Dubai as his prime destination. One fine day, he asked his manager, "Sir, I'm selling Dubai since last 5-6 years, but I have not seen Dubai. How can I sell Dubai?" His manager is denied that you cannot go Dubai you cannot see Dubai and then you will be able to sell Dubai. You can leave job. He has left job. One of his friends says, "Today is Sunday." So he said, "Might be. I'm not sure who said today is Sunday. I have not seen a Sunday. Someone has said this one is a loin." He again replied, "Hoga, might be. I have not seen a loin. How can I believe this is a photo of loin? I have never been in jungle." So his friend takes his into a zoo, and then he was able to, like, this is a voice of a lion. So being a researcher, we need to develop skills like skills of questioning. You need to question why this. My teacher is saying this generates customer satisfaction, but how? So research helps you in understanding the question. Research helps you in pertaining the question. What questions are more important to ask? How to ask a question? If you look at this movie, Aankhon Dekhi, now we are facing the time of lockdown. Aankhon Dekhi will help you much in understanding what is research. The value of research you need to understand, and we used to believe that who is going to solve the problem, how is the problem is solved, when the problem is solved, where the problem is solved, how many tourists or how many food lovers are there, and the most importantly is why this problem needs a solution, how this problem needs a solution. These are the two important questions for a research, for a researcher, why this problem needs a solution and how this problem I am going to solve. And there are further other questions which are very important, which are very prominent for a researcher, right? So this slide we have already discussed. These are very important tools for students. These are going to help you in multi dimensions and multifold. Like Evernote is a tool. So say for example, I told you like you are getting many material, many sources on internet, but Evernote is a tool which is going to record the sources. You can create different folders. You can click the image on the Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. You can use like while searching any material. You can use Evernote on your mobile and on your PC or your laptop, and they can sync the information. So if you are clicking anything, if you are capturing any information which is important, Evernote is going to help you in recording those information. Evernote is going to help you in recording those information. Zotero is again a tool for students if you want to manage your references. Zotero and Mendeley, these are the two tools which can help you in managing your references and managing your documents. Mendeley is very important tool in that way. You can insert a PDF into it, insert a PDF file, insert a PDF research paper, insert a PDF any document into it, and then you can start annotating that PDF. You can highlight the segment, you can put sticky notes on those files so that these can help you. Inkscape is a tool for drawing. So say if you find something you want to make a model and you do not, you are not able to make a model, you are not able to find that model on the internet sources. So you can draw your own model with the help of Inkscape. And Microsoft Word needs a lot of skills, needs much skills of you. Microsoft Word, this is all. Something is wrong with my PC. Till if you can ask any question because something is I'm setting my PC for something.
Rahul sir, some questions. One question is in a chat box from
Okay.
Vinod Chauhan, sir.
Ma'am, I got the answer in slide.
Okay, okay, ठीक है.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Aditya, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do ask.
Sir, I want to ask like I give a situation like I want to do research on lifestyle and culture of people of Himachal Pradesh, and I have a team to conduct that research. But when I visited in Himachal Pradesh, suppose then after 2 hours the climatic conditions become worse, like they can be a flood like situation, like or they can be a landslides there. So in that situation, how can I manage, and how will I manage the situation?
This one is very interesting question. One few months before, I was reading a book on sociological thinking or methodological thinking of social research. This book is authored by Donlin Luzake. So she was focusing on one particular issue. There is a risk. The risk is to respondent. The risk is to researcher also. Risk is to respondent was clear to me that the data privacy may be the question to the respondent. But I was very surprisingly reading this. What is the risk to researcher? She said that researcher is like an investigator of a crime mystery, but the investigator, the detective have learned how to save themselves, but researcher do not know. Researchers have not trained for how to save themselves, how to identify when they are in trouble, right? So these are the skills, life skills, I believe, which we need to develop. Every researcher need to develop what to do when you stuck into the situation where nobody can help you and even you cannot seek help.
Yes, sir.
So I believe you need to learn the, like for this way, like wherever you are researching, you need to learn uh, local
Yes.
languages so that you can ask for help. You need to learn life-saving skills. Tourism and hospitality
Yeah. Yes, sir.
gives you good opportunity to learn life-saving skills, right?
Yes, sir.
So you need to learn a lot of life-saving skills also. So these could help you.
And second question, sir, suppose if I am a college going student, and I am from a poor background, poor family background, and I want to conduct research on anything like any topic. Want to conduct a micro scale research, and so I had no team, no group to conduct that research, and I have an idea. So I don't have money, and even I don't have the fee to pay to the college, and the college doesn't support me to conduct that research. So how will I manage money and all, and how will I
This is very
make my
similar question.
to conduct that
Right. This is
research?
very similar question I asked to my supervisor when I was doing PhD. Sir, I want to investigate the people from, like, I want to investigate different culture people. He said, what cultures you are looking for? I said, sir, I want to consider the people from the India, the people from USA, the people from Saudis, the people from different countries. He said, do you have money to manage your, like, how you will travel? I said, sir, I don't have money, but I think research will help me. Right? So I need to understand the practical limitations with me, one. Second, there are many funding agencies, there are many funding organizations, but those organizations will help you only when you are into the specific situations. Like ICSSR can help you, but then you need to be a student of PhD. In your graduation or post-graduation, ICSSR will not help you. There
Yes,
are
sir.
several other organizations like funding agencies from different countries, those who
Yes,
are funding for students also. So you need to search for funding agencies, the funding for research. Funding agencies from Germany are helping students much, but that again is not much amount. One of my student who is in BTM, Bachelor's of Tourism Management, he has got a fund for conducting a research, conducting a document analysis, and the funding is of only 1,000 US dollar. 1,000
yes,
US dollar is only 70,000, and but he has got the sufficient amount what documents he wanted to procure.
yes, sir.
So you need to understand those practical limitations. Then you need to search for funding agencies which are going to help you uh, in the type of research, in the area of research where they are funding.
And so, what are the ways in which I can convince the people to join with me to conduct a research?
There you need to learn negotiation skills, like how to negotiate with your people, how to negotiate with your classmates, so that they are ready to work with you. Negotiation skills are getting much popularity nowadays. There are different YouTube channels which can help you in understanding negotiation skills. There is very good video of Sandeep Maheshwari on learning negotiation skills. But those are
Yes, sir,
basics.
yes, sir, he's on YouTube, also YouTube, Facebook. Yes, sir. I know her. I know him, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are the tools which can help you in your writing skills, in developing your writing skills. Like I can demonstrate you the platform of Koggle. What Koggle does, how Koggle helps me in writing. I may create like the one of the most fantastic way of learning, the fantastic way of writing is a mind map. Right?
Yes.
So how to draw a mind map, I can teach you through, I can show you through. There is a website like Koggle.it, Koggle.it. If I create a diagram after login this screen, this is a free platform, so you need not to worry about the platforms. And this is how I can create different diagrams, create different ways. I want to draw this here. I want, just for example, I'm writing a section of tourism ways, or maybe a kind of tourist. I can write tourists are inbound, tourists are outbound. This one is a very simple website. You can learn even, and tourists are of domestic. These could be the ways you can create mind map. Again, I can create with this. I can shift it by my interest, by my ways. I can create a very interesting diagram. I can change the font. I can change the size. Anything can be done. I can show you one way of diagram which I have created earlier, like entrepreneurial readiness. I've created this diagram how students could be the entrepreneurial readiness, could be into the different ways. So there are four conditions of regulative, normative, conducive, and cognitive, which has got how much importance, like out of the total 100%, the total one, cognitive is the most important one, then conducive is following that, then regulative is following that, and the normative is the least important one. So these could be the way Koggle can help me in writing my research writing. Now I can write even 2-3 pages or 4 pages on this, because now I know what need to be written. Generally, this is what the biggest dilemma with the researcher, the biggest dilemma with the students. They are not able to plan their writing. So how to plan their writing is, this is Koggle.it is one way. Another way is a storyline creator. Like this way you can plot your story, like just for a story, like Ram was an actor. He was roaming into one particular area. There he finds something, or there he was in jungle, and then he find his enemy like Ravan. So before writing a story, before writing my research, before writing my dissertation, I can create a storyline, that how these storyline will be moving. So this storyline creator can also help me. There are
Yes.
different ways which can help
Yes.
me in deciding my story plot. Twin word writer can help me whenever I pause myself, whenever I stop writing. This helps me in identifying a synonym, a suitable word which can be used there. Edit minion is a tool, like whether my sentences are too long or whether my sentences are too short, or a weak used word or overused word, so that my story or my dissertation, like these could be the different tools which I can use frequently for when I'm writing the dissertation. I'm personally using these four tools when I write my research papers or something, so that I'm able to create my plot of the story since the beginning. And these could be the good ways. There are softwares which can help you in writing a dissertation. Uh, I personally like them, out of like those are available. every software are easily available, but I personally like R or R Studio because they are free. You need not to pay anything, and there lots of material are available on YouTube. You can just go on YouTube and can look at the different videos. R Studio is more popular even than R, and this is not much coding and something because they are the free softwares. They can help you in understanding what need to be done. These are the important themes which I have identified for a tourism researcher, for a student who is new, those who are trying to identify what could be researched in their dissertation. So you can look at you can look at this list and you can identify where you are interested. What is more interesting? You can use only one dimension. You can use a combination of more than one, two. Like this way, I can connect hotel management with MICE. I can connect tourism destination with e-tourism. I can connect DMOs with IDD or EMD. I can connect culinary tourism with hotel management. This culinary tourism is also, this culinary tourism can also be connected with MICE, can also be connected with alternative tourism. Destination life cycle can be connected with tourism and photography. Social media is again tourism and photography. Rural tourism can be connected with tourism typologies based on your research question, based on the question in your mind. You can connect any one of them. These are the very prominent topics into the journals of tourism. These topics have been identified after a very extensive practice. So you can either click a screenshot for your reference so that you can look at those later whenever you find those the suitable time for you. So these could be the different topics which could be researched. So this is from my side. If you have any question, you are most welcome on this.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, I am Shubham from final semester.
Yes.
Sir, like and nowadays everything is going like if you go out and come back, you need to sanitize yourself. You need to sanitize the things which you are taking from outside.
Mhm.
So, sir, my question is from you and ma'am and ma'am
Please put
Ruchika
the
ma'am,
question.
Pal sir. Sir, can we think of sanitizing the things which we are taking into the hotels, or we should mandatory this thing that if a guest is coming to the hotel,
Mhm.
he or she need to s- sa- sa-
Mhm.
sanitize him and their
There
things.
is the term sanitization tunnel or sanitization station. I'll show you some images. Nowadays, those tunnels and those like those platforms are getting very popular. I can show you the images on sanitization tunnel. Like I believe they will be the future of the hotels gate in upcoming after 1 year or maybe 2 years. Like these are the tunnels like this way. When a guest enters into the hotel, they need to enter from this way. This tunnel will sanitize them. Maybe that is why I was talking about robots into the hotel, so that sanitization of robot every day or sanitization of a robot even after I must say visiting or serving one particular guest is easy. Whereas sanitizing a person for about 50 times or 60 times in a day is not that much easy. Whereas sanitizing a robot is easy. So when the guest will be the visiting hotels, this could be the way. Sanitization tunnel is a new term. Sanitization station is also their second name. So these could be the way. Other faculty members can
It is
give
something
their
like the security checking whenever we enter in a mall or maybe in the
Yes,
metro,
sir.
or that's
right,
like
sir.
the security checking. It is just actually similar to that only.
Right, sir.
So it may be infrared, I mean the ultraviolet ray based, or it may be any chemical based. So
Right, sir.
it depends on the technology, how it can be like activated
Which
and which is
technology will
most
be
cost effective.
least costlier? Right, sir. Right, sir.
Few factors are there. One is like it should be user friendly. Second is cost effective. Third
Mhm.
one is how it is possible, like it should not be harmful to the
Mhm.
persons who are handling it.
Right.
So these factors, this is still in the level of research, and it is getting implemented in different areas that we have noticed. So it is there. It was not there. Now it is required. So it will be taken up accordingly. Okay. Yes, please. Anyone?
Any other question?
And sir, in my second year, Ruchika ma'am was my mentor when I was working on Shenzhen visa. So there is, sir, like if we go to South Africa, Africa, we need to get a injection of yellow fever, and there are some another things which we have to done for that medical purpose. Sir, again, my question is from you and from my faculty that if I am traveling for Haryana to Maharashtra to staying for a business for a my leisure purpose or something, should hotel legalize this thing that you need to check, you need to give us your medical report that you are fine and you are not suffering from a major disease?
I believe a vaccine of corona will be sufficient. You need to carry a certificate that you have been vaccinated for corona or not.
Sir,
In
sir,
domestic tourism, it will not be, because this will be required for the international one. As if before also for other countries, the people, those who are coming from the other countries and traveling to Africa, they only need this kind of a vaccination. And in our country, it doesn't need. And now, as China has also overcome up with all these corona and all, there also you can see some of few of the videos how they are maintaining and asking even the students, they are just checking in with the various factors. They are washing their hands, then sanitizing themselves, and then going into the sanitizing tunnel. So this will be enough in the while in the domestic tourism, and it will not require any kind of a certificate or a passport. You have to take it with you. Okay.
I
yeah,
was
ma'am.
observing a video of Sadhguru. On the lighter note, he was saying like this virus is a very good stimuli. This has taught us what we should actually do. Sanitization, washing your hand,
Yes.
to be neat and to be clean. Like
So
the
Indians
good,
need Indians have already have a very good immunity. So,
right?
so any other question?
No, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Balsa, should we say thanks? Any other question from
I think
anyone, any faculty? Okay, sir. Balsa?
so. We can close the session for the day today.
Okay.
And it was very informative, and like in the beginning, I think the students even asked, like we never had any idea what exactly to be asked. So the started in a different way, but as the session progressed, we understood that yes, there are so many things to make a query about, and automatically the answers started showering, and we learned so many things. We sometimes we used to practice, but we never understood like why we are supposed to do that. Like very simple, it is mentioned that I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, and I do, I understand. The moments are said that whenever we write something, that is the last one, that is I do, I understand. If you do it yourself, then only it is going to give you more knowledge. Otherwise, just watching a video or maybe just reading something is not going to improve your like other skills. So writing means all your skills are getting like involved, and in that way writing, that is the main thing. But again, the writing automatically never comes. We are not born writers, except a few. There may be in this younger generation, there will be so many writers that will be getting in the future, but we are not born writers. So we have to put proper input. That is very important. So important like input, maybe in the form of visual, maybe in the form of reading, maybe in the form of some audio. But very simple way of getting input is reading,
Right.
and that is abundantly available For movie, etc., you have to go to different places or you have to search, and there's a very selective also. May not be through the from the whole movie, whole video clippings, you'll be getting 1 or 2 points. But if you read, you can select so many out of so many options, and you can like find out your own data. Again, if you are talking about data information, this is a selection and the processing. That is what we are going to do to write a research paper. So that there to help the writing, we have so many options available. We never knew. We are using only mostly Google, and that's all. And we start in that way. And those who are already started writing, my colleagues, they are using Google Scholar, Elsevier, and other websites. But for the students, it is not only Google. You have got idea about other softwares which are free, and at the same time, they are going to improve your writing skills. Okay, so try to make use of them, because these are not like we don't have to pay anything for this, and these are through the open access. It is available, and from other free actually websites. So my suggestion that you take the advantage of all these online supports that are available, and that is what is there. And start writing. Before that, start reading. Read everything. Automatically, after a few days, you will understand what exactly you require to read. Someone told me during my childhood, so like someone asked what to read, and he stated read everything. Even this sometimes in earlier days, in my childhood, I have noticed that different items like actually velpuri or masala muri type of things are wrapped in newspaper, and that was served. So they said, you read that piece of paper also. What is written there? You should read each and everything. This is a simple idea, like you read everything. After automatically, as the time passes, you will find that you can identify what to read, what not. You can select, you can be very selective. And from that, you'll be getting more idea, more knowledge that you can reproduce in your writing. You can present it in proper way. This presentation is very important. You have, as sir said, that you have to have word skill in Microsoft Word. This MS Office is like source of enormous opportunities, you can say. We use 10%. I repeat, we use just maybe 10% of that. Very few persons, they are utilizing most of this MS Office, even in Word, even forget about Excel and other things. So try to utilize these which are free. It is available. Put it in the right way, and you'll find it is really helpful. So start writing. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It was so informative. It was like I gathered so much of information from your speech today that I am really overwhelmed, and I think same for the students also and my colleagues also. Thank you, sir, very much. We'll look forward of more sessions, and sometimes I give you assurance that I am going to disturb you personally also.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
That will be really nice from you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Anybody else, sir? Any other, my dear friends and colleagues? Anyone else?
Thank you, Gaurav, sir. It was very interesting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, students, and thank you, everyone.
And HY, sir, is sir, are you available at this moment, sir? Are you present here? He was having some other webinar also, so he's not present at this moment. Okay. Okay. Over to Ruchika, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rahul, sir.
Thank you, Rahul, sir.
Thank you, Rahul, sir.
Day ahead. Stay
Thank you
safe.
so much. Thank you for this wonderful session.
Thank you, Rahul, sir, for a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, organizing team. Thank you, dear everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.